What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today. Yesterday I said I was expecting Bitcoin to drop as much, but I said if Bitcoin was to drop, it better happen now. And well, lo and behold, it did happen that way. Although that wasn't my base case. We're going to take a look at the charts, what it's telling me. We're also going to take a look at the futures gap, okay, which is very interesting. We're going to take a look at BTC ETFs. They had 12 days in a row. Was yesterday 13th in a row? No, it wasn't. We're going to take a look at how negative they were. And I'm going to share some interesting bits of news with you guys. And so without further ado, let's do this. Don't give up. Dun, dun, dun. All right. All right, let's share the news first. Okay, as far as Bitcoin ETFs, yesterday, negative day. Okay, 12 days in a row, like I mentioned, and then yesterday was a negative day, negative 127.05 million outflows for Bitcoin, negative 3.45 million in outflows for Ethereum ETF. But Ethereum ETFs have been red for the most part since inception. That will change eventually. Okay, and then all streaks do come to an end. So let's see. Hopefully Bitcoin starts getting on another streak as of today. We'll find out later tonight how that went. Okay. As far as the sell-off yesterday, that did catch me by surprise. Okay. Yesterday I gave a couple of scenarios. One of the scenarios was that if it dropped below this, I wasn't expecting that, right? I thought it was going to bounce and kind of stay right above here. But I said if we were going to have a drop, I don't know if I said it in this one or the Spanish one. If we were going to have a drop, it should happen now and not later, because as I've mentioned, we pretty much have this space here, all right, to mess around, to get a little lower before, after this space, or maybe sometime during this space right here, we start moving up and getting towards new all-time highs, especially after the end of the year, especially after the first rate cut, okay, which is in September, okay. Towards the end of the year, especially as we get closer towards the end of the year, I expect us to start moving up higher. I said between 80 and 100,000 is what I believe, and I still believe that by the end of the year. Okay, so that it happened now, it's great. A couple of things that are positive here. This okay. So far, it looks like if we stay here, if we just kind of stay in this little triangle and we don't go much lower, then that's perfect. That's bullish. That this is coming down like this, it means that it seems like we're just getting kind of crunched into this area. Okay, kind of crunched into this area somewhere for this next little bit of time. Let's see if we come up, if we oscillate right around here, or what happens. Okay, but this could be the last time before, in October, November, maybe even in September. Sometime in September we start moving up. Okay. Okay, let's go back to here. A couple of positive things here. Analysts have observed a pattern in Bitcoin's price behavior around U.S. elections. Typically, there's a decline 2 or 3 months before the elections, followed by a rally afterwards. This trend has held true for the past 3 cycles, influenced by market uncertainties and seasonal behaviors. If this pattern continues, we might expect a similar downturn and subsequent recovery around the upcoming election. Such insights can guide investors in anticipating potential market movements. Positive. Publicly listed firms have significantly increased, this is extremely positive, their Bitcoin holdings to 20 billion, up from 7.2 billion just a year ago, a nearly 200% increase. 200% increase. These holdings span across 42 listed companies, totaling 335,249 Bitcoin. Just 42 listed companies, guys. There's a lot more than that, There's hundreds of them. And I believe, I dare to say that inside of a decade, the majority will have Bitcoin holding. Inside of a decade, nations will have Bitcoin holdings, okay? So we are still early. There's a lot more waves coming, okay? This surge reflects growing institutional confidence in Bitcoin as a viable reserve asset, underscored by Nickel Digital Asset Management Survey. The survey involved 200 institutional investors and wealth managers who believe more publicly listed companies should hold Bitcoin, and I believe that they will, anticipating further integration into corporate balances over these, they say, the next 5 years. Definitely, I could see that. Okay, so very positive, guys. Okay, keep that in mind when we watch Bitcoin drop down. When we lost 58,000. I would like to see it keep this line, right? Keep this line. Yeah, maybe we have some wicks here. Maybe we have a wick even lower today, coming back down to 57. But as long as we close the body, and we still have hours before that happens, as long as we close the body above this line, that would be ideal. Or even if we stay right here, I just wouldn't like to see it below 58,000. Okay. If it happened, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And again, if it's going to happen now. Okay. But I wouldn't like to see it drop below 57. Honestly, line in the sand, 57,000. 56. Oh man, and imagine if it comes back down to 49. I'd have to reassess everything, but I don't think so. Hopefully this trend continues. Higher low, and hopefully it stays right here, but we'll see. We gotta watch, take it day by day, but everything else is looking good, guys. So I mean, that it drops right now, cool, let it happen now, because you know, in September, middle September, late September, or beginning October, things are gonna start moving up. Okay, that's how I see it. Let's see if that is in fact the case. And let's finish off with this, talking about Bitcoin. This is interesting. This just these yellow boxes show recent gaps in the CME futures chart, gaps that have been closed, as you can see, and another one just popped up yesterday. Right, the gap right here between 61,400 and right here 60,047. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely guess that gap will be closed. Okay, I don't know if there's too much more downside. And here's another, you can see the higher low. So let's see if we kind of hang out right here, or maybe just come right back up, close it, or tomorrow come back up, close it, and kind of stay in this area. But it's interesting that in this whole area, there's been a lot of gaps. There's something to that as far as I can see it. What? I don't know yet. It's an important area. Apparently it's a strong area where there's a lot of fighting between bulls and bears, a dynamic area, but eventually we'll get out of this area. I don't think that we lose it. You know, we haven't lost it since February, and I don't think it's going to happen now. Okay. All right. I think that is it for Bitcoin. Let's really quickly talk about volume. Okay, volume is really important. Volume can come and go. Okay, but this is one of the things that I look at when I'm judging a project. Okay, because one of the things that's important is that it has enough volume that exchanges will want to pick it up, and that it has enough volume that when you make a bunch of money on it, that you're able to take the money out, and that's not always possible. Okay, to do if the volume is not there, there's no liquidity there. Okay, so that's why we look at volume. When I go to CoinMarketCap, I look at the volume of a project, and that's one of the ways that I judge it. Okay, for example, look at the volume. Nakamoto Games, 84 million market cap, a gaming play, 92 cents, under $1, 46 million in volume, daily volume. Volume is when the buying and selling is happening. Okay, buying and selling daily, every 24 hours. Okay, how much of this crypto is changing hands? $46 million worth of it. That's a lot. All right. In fact, out of my watch list, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, which have billions in market cap, the biggest ones in the market, have much larger volume. But aside from that, there's, Turbo, a meme, 60 million in volume. Phantom, which is 1.2 million market cap. Turbo is 200 million market cap, and it only has 60 million in volume compared to 80 million in market cap and 46 million in volume. That tells me a lot. That tells me interest, guys, and that tells me that this there's enough volume where this thing could be listed on Binance. Okay, and that's important too, guys. Okay, I'd be very bullish on Nakamoto. I am bullish on Nakamoto Game. Chart looks good. Okay, here's another example of good volume project that I like. Relio Network. Nakamoto Games has more volume than VeChain. Relio Network, and VeChain's at a 1.8 million market cap, guys. Okay, Relio Network, the market cap here is incorrect. I think it's like 60 million, but the volume is pretty good, 5.3 million. Okay, 5.3 million. Mr. Miggles, 27.2 million market cap, and look at the volume, 3.3 million. That's really good relative to his size. Is excellent. Okay. Slothana actually has more volume. Another meme play on the Solana network, 10 million in volume and 3.4 million. 10.4 million in market cap and 3.4 million in volume. That's pretty interesting, actually. All right. It's not the end all be all. Okay, it's not the end all be all. But again, I'd like to see more volume than less, and keep in mind that volume can also come and go. Base NG, another meme play on Base, 18 million market cap, 1.8 million volume. That's pretty good. Okay, start getting yourself acquainted with looking at the volume to market cap and judging based on just looking at a lot of different projects, judging to see, okay, that's good volume, that's not good volume. Okay, Creo Engine, I think it has good volume, 9.6 million market cap with 1.25 million in volume. Yes, I'll take that all day. All right, for example, Toshi, 43 million market cap, 1.4 million in volume. Okay, so Creo Engine is right there with much less market cap, 4 times less. Okay, Soonverse, another example, 1.8 million volume. Market cap, almost 1 million in volume, 927,000. Okay. Here's one that doesn't show great volume. Dynex, great project, fundamentally strong. Chart doesn't look that great. 36 million market cap, 800,000 in volume. Right? Ho hum. I've seen worse, but and again, if you like the project and this is the only thing that's stopping you, maybe you nibble. I would take this as maybe you put in less than you wanted to, as far as an initial investment. Instead of putting in like $3,000 or $5,000, maybe you put in 500, 1,000, $800, something like that, because the volume is less. Okay, something along those lines. Okay, so it should factor in to your decision making. Okay, Triaz, I like this project. It's underperformed as far as I see it recently. It's dropped down a lot for under $5. 49 million market cap, 666,000 in volume. Like, what's up with that? Okay, so I don't like that. Landshare is a real world asset play I like. 5.8 million market cap, 600,000 in volume. It's okay. I'd like to see. I really would like to see it better. Credit, a real world asset play that I like. 11.6 million market cap, 474 in volume. Okay. I'd like to see definitely that better, and it will. The volume will go up as the price goes up too. Okay, because that needs to happen, right? There needs to be more interest, more trading going on, more people buying, selling, whatever. Well, if the price go up, more people buying. All right, so the volume would go up, but I'd like to see it definitely go up, and it could pump a lot. All right, it's another thing with such low volume. It doesn't take a whole lot to get this price of 0.015 cents to go up higher. All right, but then again, remember, too little volume is tough to get your money out. Okay, so these are all things that they have to have in mind, guys. And I wanted to bring volume to your attention because CoinMarketCap is a good resource to get a quick idea of what these projects look like numbers wise, and we need to do that if we're going to get into these projects. Weco, 2.7 million in volume, a real world asset play. I like it, but 2.7 million in market cap. But that volume, I do not like at all. 43,000, really? What? That's horrible. That's horrible. 43,000. All right. Chuck, 3,000 in volume. Rocky, another. Both are meme plays. That volume is not good. It's been much higher, obviously, and it can come and go. But still, it's something to look at, guys. Okay, something to keep in mind. Take a look at Miggles. I like Miggles. I think maybe we are going to come down here. We'll finish up with Miggles because I think Miggles is going to do extremely well. And it's I think at a good area, very interesting area to buy. Right now, looking at this chart for Miggles, if we lose this line right here where we are right now, 0.025, and we were below it, right? We're below it last night. I think we come back down, and then hopefully we bounce right around here at 0.017. I'm waiting. I'd be waiting to buy right here. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe it drops lower. Maybe it starts doing something like that. Fine. So what? I would nibble. Eventually, this thing is going to turn around and it's going to go parabolic as far as I see it. Miggles on base. You heard it here first. Guys, I think that's it. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel and all that stuff helps. Yeah. If you can do it, please do. With all that said, thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.